We continue our in-depth look at Islands of Adventure by looking at the last 2 rides in Marvel Superhero Island on episode 362 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Hello everyone, I'm your host Tracy, and with me tonight we have... Who's going first? Kingpin, Lee.
Oh, Darren, your haircut's as nearly as bad as your aim. That's not what the line is it?
What?
His aim's nearly as bad as his haircut. There you go.
Yeah.
That's what the actual line was.
And
what?
say hello.
Hello.
God, it spoils things.
Hello, everyone.
And also, we have Dr. Doom.
Hello,
Chris.
I am Victor Von Doom.
You assumed she was going to say
Yeah,
you there,
you
Chris, in
did.
fairness, but you had to be.
Got it.
I wasn't actually.
You had to be.
Oh, okay.
What's up? How you doing?
And finally, we have the Green Goblin, Darren.
What's up, Internet?
Goblin's not even on the Spider-Man ride, which is
I
weird.
don't care. One of the best
not?
character meets ever.
That was a good voice, Darren.
He called
What?
me a loser last time I saw him.
Well, he calls it as he sees it.
Who throws the pumpkin?
It's
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not the same dude.
No, one's orange, one's green.
Yeah. So yes, we are going to carry on looking in depth at Islands of Adventure, and we are staying in Marvel Superhero Island. We're going to take a look at the last 2 of the attractions in the land. And the first up is Dr. Doom's Fearfall. So Chris.
Yes. Well, Dr. Doom's Fearfall opened with Islands of Adventure on May 28th, 1999, and is an SNS space shot attraction. It has a height of 185 feet, 56 meters for all of you who are not in the English system,
What?
Smooth.
and reaches a speed of 40 miles per hour or 64 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, for those of you who haven't been on it, it seats 16 riders per ride vehicle. Actually, it's not. It is. 16 riders per ride vehicle and consists of 2 towers. So it has a total of 32 riders per ride, giving it a capacity of, if they're running it properly, 550 riders per hour.
It has a height restriction of 52 inches or 132 centimeters. So if you're over that, you cannot ride it. So that's why it's only for babies, little children, and dogs. The attraction does take Universal Express and also has a single rider line.
So, looking at the attraction's history, we know now that this island was originally going to be a DC-themed land. But that changed, and we have the Marvel Superhero Island that we have today, obviously. Similar to the Hulk, the designers of the ride wanted to simulate being fired out of a cannon and subsequently set about prototyping a launch system.
Universal created and MTS Systems Corporation had a working prototype by January of 1995, but ways to achieve the acceleration were being investigated well into 1996.
Yeah, so Universal Creative was responsible for designing the exterior aesthetic of the ride. An Orlando-based architectural company, and these were someone I've never actually heard of, was Nicholson Design International, who were brought in to create the construction drawings.
Yep. And finally, on May 28th, 1999, Islands of Adventure officially opened to the public, with Dr. Doom's Fearfall being one of its debut attractions.
Okay, then let's look at the queue. Riders enter Dr. Doom's Fearfall by turning off the main street of Marvel Superhero Island into Doom Alley. Now, as I said previously, outlines of previous victims can be seen on the floor leading to the entrance.
So you've spent
grim at all. I've spent
quite a lot of time in there,
Yeah.
because I haven't, because obviously you haven't. Have you ridden this? How many times have you ridden this?
Twice.
Chris?
A bunch of times.
Darren?
Yeah, a ton of times.
Yeah.
So you obviously spent a lot of time in there when me and Raymond rode it last time.
Yeah, and especially with having Jade, who wasn't tall enough to ride it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I had the camera out and we were posing photographs. We were looking at every nook and cranny.
Yeah.
It was
Ton
really
of
cool.
Easter eggs in there.
Yeah, so many. I'm sure we missed a lot as well.
But this is the thing when you go to these theme parks, that you miss a lot of the stuff, because like walking down somewhere like that, your focus is on just getting to the entrance of the ride. Yeah, it's quite a big area, Doom Alley.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
a ton of stuff there. So it's like you're trying to look everywhere at once, and it's just overwhelming. So,
and the thing that gets me too when we go through there is, I don't know if it's the coloring or just the way they designed all the elements outside the queue, but it almost feels like you're walking through the comic book.
Yeah.
Which is like an old style comic book too.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the idea with doing these episodes of focusing on each Island's Adventure, to try and sort of bring to people's attention how much it is important to go and sort of take time to look around and take the island for what it is, rather than just sort of running, I want to do Spider-Man, I want to eat here, get there, and then get out into the next. Because I'll be honest, we treated the parks like that a lot the first few times we came over.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I mean, the first times you do, it's so much to take in that that's all you can do.
Absolutely.
Really. And if you're not versed in theme parks and stuff like that, you're gonna be taking a lot more breaks and things like that. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But
especially like coming over from the UK, if you've been, like, you go to Alton Towers or Thorpe Park, going to like the two major theme parks in this country is not going to prepare you in the slightest to walk into a Disney park or a Universal park, because they are just another level from anything we have over here.
Yeah.
So the first part of the queue, the extended queue riders will walk into the Latvian embassy, and when the extended queue is open, turn left. After some switchbacks, riders see a pair of plaques on the wall, the Doombot Code of Ethics, and a plaque about Dr. Doom. Across the room are 3 Doombots speaking with one another in Doombotonian, and we see many TVs showing an animated video titled Fear Extraction Program Training, The Big Picture, and is made by the Latvian Mandatory Re-Education Festival. What?
Yeah.
The animated short film features the character of Leopold and is basically the safety spiel.
It is. If we'd have been focusing on one attraction per show, I actually found the whole spiel for that video online.
Okay.
Nice.
And it's crazy. So yeah, once you've been through that section of the queue, the next part is the transthermal fusion dynamo.
All just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, very easy.
But how many people do you think who've been through that queue know any of this stuff?
No,
Few.
nobody.
Very few.
The odd few people. I mean, I'm trying to think. I've maybe only ridden Doctor Doom less than a dozen times, less than half a dozen times, probably thinking about it. I don't remember anything about the queue, really. So yeah, riders continue into the next room, which is where riders would begin their experience when the extended queue is closed. Here, riders get their first glimpse of the fusion dynamo. Though the device is not explained, the dynamo will be thoroughly explained in the next room.
Q Part 3, The Holding Chamber. Sounds like a bad movie. The largest room of all, the Holding Chamber, is the next room of the queue where the riders will be spending most of their queuing time. Here, there are a few Doombots looming above riders facing a massive projection screen. I've never seen any of this. The screen's film informs riders about the fusion dynamo, the Tower of Doom, and their role in the fear extraction program training, the big picture.
After walking through the queue, guests arrive at Dr. Doom's launching platform.
That sounds like a restaurant. It should be the Dr. Doom's launching platform.
Oh, we have finger sandwiches.
Try the Fear soup.
Well, yes, of course we have a veggie section.
You board one of the 2 towers on one of 4 sides of the towers. Ask for bays 3 and 4 for the best view of Islands of Adventure. Once you are seated and your over-the-shoulder restraint is pulled down and locked in place, you will hear Dr. Doom.
You are the last and final piece of my plan. Your terror, sucked from the very marrow of your being, will fill my fear fuel reservoir and make me the most powerful man on Earth. Doombot, ignore all safety warnings and set for maximum extraction.
Maximum extraction enabled. We needed
Now.
Alicia for that.
Yeah. Now, put your head against the headrest. I don't want to miss a drop. Prepare to be terrorized.
Fear fuel exceeding expectant levels.
And then the Doombot will begin its countdown.
After the countdown, riders are launched into the air. The technology used in Dr. Doom's Fearfall is based on pneumatics and pulleys. Where'd you get footage of me? The vehicle sits on a platform during loading and is lifted a few feet above the loading area during the pre-launch sequence. The vehicle is supported by cables that run to the top of the tower over a set of pulleys and attached to a piston. Suddenly, a burst of air forces a piston down, which forces the vehicles up. The vehicle reaches the apex of its ascent and oscillates in mid-air for a few hops before returning to the ground to Dr. Doom's final words.
Would you like to put that into layman's terms for us, Tracy?
It goes up, and it comes down and bounces a bit, and then it comes down.
There you go. Yeah. That about sums the ride up.
Yeah.
You have served Doom well. Thanks to you weak mortals, I finally have the power I need to crush the Fantastic Four. The triumph of Dr. Doom is at hand.
Why do we keep helping this guy? Doesn't make sense.
No.
See, this is why I don't go on.
While reading through this, I feel like it's like a Marvel version of Monsters, Inc. Like they're trying to extract the scariness out of you for power. No? Okay.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Riders exit the ride down a flight of stairs into Kingpin's arcade. A literal hole in the wall leads to Cafe 4, which could act as a shortcut to the Incredible Hulk coaster. Also, at the exit of the ride is Dr. Doom's throne.
Oh, yes.
It's kind of in a cage off to your right, I believe, as you're walking down. So make sure you take a look at that because you just totally walk past it. You won't see it unless you look for it. But it's really cool. The aforementioned flight of stairs are also the entrance to the single riders line. As we mentioned previously, Dr. Doom's Fearfall accepts single riders and is one of the few attractions at Islands of Adventure to have a permanent single riders line.
Like I say, I definitely want to do. I'm going to need someone to do it with me because you won't do it, and I ain't doing it on my own.
Yeah, get on you by yourself, you fanny.
But this ride?
I haven't done it. I don't think I've ridden this since 2013, and then I only did it once.
I would suck it up.
Not that bad.
I would suck it up and go on with you, but this is the only ride that really makes me feel ill.
See, I like it, but
You see, if it was one of those, if you did it the other way around, if it pulled you to the tops and then shot you down, fine, not a problem.
that's what Falcon's Fury is like, isn't it, Darren?
Yes.
Slow ascent, rapid drop.
Can't wait for that.
Yes.
At some point.
With
At some point. No idea when.
a little twist that you're facing straight down.
Yes.
My biggest thing with this is like if you get like Tracy said earlier, if in base 3 or 4 you get to see out over Islands of Adventure and the view's amazing. The problem is you literally get to see it for about 3 seconds.
Yeah.
While you shout as you shoot up and then shoot you back down. It's like you see it like we have
It's a really quick one.
a similar attraction at Flamingo Land, our local theme park. And it does the same thing. It shoots you to the top, drops you back down, and then it'll shoot up, drop back down again, and then slowly take you to the top, hold you there for about 10 seconds, and then do a full drop. So if Dr. Dooms did something like that, just to give you that view out over Islands of Adventure, would make it more worth riding, because as it is, you'll queue for half an hour even when it's dead, and it's over in like 20 seconds.
Yeah. And most of that queue is very uninteresting.
Yeah.
Especially if you do the single rider line, there's nothing, like literally nothing. You're going to stand like around the outside of the like circular tubes that they're in and then stand inside those and that's it. So
I think it's one of them things it serves more as a weenie. It's like when you look across the park and see those two towers, it does really add something to that skyline of Islands of Adventure and Marvel Superhero Island, but
it does. But it's like it's just a slightly juiced up like amusement.
Yeah.
Like very, very slight. Like Twirl and Hurl. I'd say I'd class it kind of on the same level. Of course, it's more themed out and everything because I think at the time they were just theming everything out more. But at the base of it, it is, it's one of those rides that you can see at a carnival for real.
Yeah, well, it's like Stormforce Acceleratron. It's like they spent the money in this land on the Hulk and Spider-Man, and then went, well, we want to put more than 2 attractions in. What else can we put in? Oh, we'll just chuck a teacup and a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just take the safety speed brakes off it.
Yeah.
I like it. Again, I like it, and I would ride it more. It's just... there's always
Yeah.
a long queue and you're not on it for very long. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the theming around it. Unfortunately, like you said, the length of the ride and just like how short everything feels, as opposed to how long you have to wait to get on there. It's not something that we went on every time we were there,
No.
for sure.
It seems to take longer to load and get you set to go and then like unload and get you off than
Yeah.
it does the actually experiencing the attraction itself.
Isn't that about every
Yeah.
ride anywhere?
Because you get in, you pull your thing down. They haven't got the seatbelts anymore. They took the seatbelt connector off.
Why?
So you just pull that down.
Less likely to ride now.
And then they go around and they check they go around and check everyone, and then it hikes you up, and then you launch, and then you back down, and then it like takes another 5 minutes to unlock and get.
The guy has to come around to your cart with like a little manual key to unlock you.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I think I don't know if that was after they took away the little belt, but you can't it doesn't just get released. Like
Oh.
he comes up to your cart and manually does everything.
Right.
So I think that's something like a extra security thing they put in there so it doesn't open up while on top, because that would suck.
But then how much
But just a
more?
bit.
But how much more time is that going to take when you've got a team member having to actually go around and unlock every seat?
Yeah.
They're probably quick, but yeah.
Except, well, like as it was before, like on most attractions, it's just a button and it releases all of them. That you've got to physically go around and unlock every.
Yeah,
It is what it
it's
is.
not too long, but it's still just some extra seconds you're adding on to each kind
Yeah.
of cart you have to go to.
Over the course of a day, it's a lot of extra time, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, fun fact: was it Dr. Doom used to play inside of the arcade many moons ago?
Used
He'd
to?
be in there on the roof.
What?
Yeah.
Like where his throne is?
No.
Oh,
Like there's, if I remember correctly, there's like a piano or something in the roof of the Dr. Doom arcade.
oh, you meant like play like piano,
Yeah, like he would just be there
Whoa.
like a menacing figure.
like Mac tonight.
What, an actual person?
Yeah.
That's it.
How long
That's
ago are we
weird.
talking?
Beginning of the park almost.
Oh, I wish they did more
there was a
stuff like
discussion
that.
that happened somewhere. I don't know if it was the pass holder page or this was a while back, but people were trying to track down. I think somebody had a picture of him up there and they even posted it. I don't have any, but yeah.
Now it's ringing a bell a little bit.
Yeah, that's what that piano is up there for. Somebody would actually like play a maniacal song or whatever. And it was Dr. Doom.
It's kind of weird.
Fun.
Just a bit.
Okay, you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Mouse Muggle Travel Company, our services are completely free to you. We don't just do Universal, we can do Disney, we can actually do anything. I don't know if anybody knows that. We can do anything. We can book absolutely anything, and it's super easy. We have a website, just go to mousemuggle.com, and we have a link there for a free quote request. You just fill it out. That email comes straight to me, and either Robin or I will handle it, or if we're a little bombarded, then we'll send you off to one of our expert agents. But we'll take good care of you. So reach out to us at any time.
And we're back, and we're moving on, and we are.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Thank you. Jeez, took you guys. We're going to discuss what is still described as one of the greatest theme park attractions in the world. Second greatest, too.
Shrek.
Transformers. Oh, yeah. Shrek. The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man.
Yes, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man opened with Islands of Adventure on May 28th, 1999, and was and still is one of the park's headliner attractions. I feel when I listened to that back, I was talking really slow because I'm trying to read, talk, and listen to Darren all at the same
Yeah,
time.
like I was actually listening to that. So the attraction is a dark ride 3D simulator and was designed by Universal Creative and built by Oceaneering International.
The attraction's footprint covers a huge 65,340 feet and lasts 5 minutes. But the footprint lasts 5 minutes.
Shut up.
It offers Universal Express and has a single rider line. Does that mean if you're married, you can't go in that?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Riders are carried in vehicles called the Scoop, which has 3 rows of 4 guests each, so each vehicle holds 12 guests. That's more math for you. The attraction has been also replicated in Universal Studios Japan, where it resides in the New York area of the park.
Which makes much more sense. Well, I suppose it doesn't make much more sense, but it thematically it
Makes a bit more sense. Somewhat.
Well,
Slight.
I suppose they both make sense.
Forget it, it's
just
terrible.
in their own little way. Off.
He's not from New York, is he?
Spider-Man.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he is. On May 19th, 2011, just after we started the podcast, it was announced that the attraction would be going down for a major refurbishment. The refurbished version of the attraction reopened on March 8th, 2012. I didn't actually realise it took that long.
Mm.
Yeah. So for the refurbishment, the ride's film was re-rendered. That's a word. Using better computer-generated images, and was also upgraded to 4K digital projection. The vehicle had their audio systems upgraded to 16-channel from the previous 8-channel audio.
Okay, let's look at the ride system. As said previously, the ride vehicles developed by Oceaneering International are mounted to a track-rolling platform that provides the forward motion to move the vehicle through each show scene. The yaw motor and a Stewart platform with 6 degrees of freedom attaching it to the platform allows the vehicle to move 360 degrees at different angles along the track.
There's a lot of stupid words in there, isn't there?
Yeah, I reckon.
What the hell's a Stewart platform? I think I know what a yaw motor is. I have no idea.
You have yaw and pitch, don't you?
Yeah.
And
No idea.
I have no idea what a Stewart platform is.
No.
no.
It connects to the Allen angle. Well, the track switches were manufactured by Dynamic Structures, so you can ask them. Each of the vehicles designed by, I'm going to say his name wrong because I pronounce everything wrong, Thierry Koo.
Thierry.
Are themed as the Daily Bugle's new scoop vehicle for reporters. Each row of 4 riders is restrained by a single lap bar. This system was invented by Universal creative employees Philip Hetma, William Mason, and Gary Goddard.
I don't think I've ever heard him referred to as Philip Hetma.
No, I was thinking that.
A similar system has been patented by Oceaneering International and used on rides such as the Curse of Dark Castle, which I would love to go on, at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, Tokyo Panic Cruise at Tokyo Dome, and Speed of Magic at Ferrari World, Abu Dhabi.
The screens themselves were also a challenge, as a theme park attraction had never had to deal with guests moving through in front of a 3D screen. Z with an S. The attraction features 13 30-foot tall projection screens, 12 of which use 3D projection. When it opened, the ride used a polarized 3D system where the 2 projectors have polarizers designed to interact with each lens of the 3D glasses. By blocking light from one projector with each lens, the 3D effect is achieved. With the traditional 3D projections, there is an ideal seating location where an off-center viewing location reduces the overall effect of the 3D.
I was going to say something. Here's a question then, right? So there's 13 30-foot tall projection screens, 12 of which use 3D projection. So which is the one that doesn't? Because I can't think of one.
I've never ridden without the glasses.
Is the one where you don't move in front of it?
Is it like where you're going up the side of the building, like the building itself? Because that's kind of a
maybe.
projection.
I don't know. Is that still 3D?
I don't think so, actually.
It's just a rolling.
No, because there is the screen,
the
because you see
window.
Spider-Man jumping up the buildings, don't you?
Maybe.
I'd actually be quite interested to find that's an interesting
Because I
one.
think there's like one projection that's separate from the others. I think that is just the windows scrolling up the building.
Okay.
I think. I've been on it a lot. That's what I'm thinking of. So
No idea.
Something to look out for when we go in October, do you?
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. To allow the ride to effectively combine 3D projections with moving viewers, Kleiser Walczak and their head of software, Frank. Vtiz
Yeah, VTIZ.
Frank. Mr. Frank developed a process they called squinching.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to be careful of that when you Oh no, splinching.
Oh, shut up.
Sorry. First, the amount of distortion is predicted from a particular viewing angle. The same amount of distortion is then added in the opposite direction in order to counteract the effects. Initially, miniature models were used to determine the ride's path and the vehicle's point of view, with full-scale prototypes being used later. Scott Trowbridge and Thierry Coup are credited with inventing the concept of squinching, with Universal Studios holding a patent for the method. Now, this makes me think of, the chalk drawings you see on sidewalks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
perspective ones, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember watching, we had a travel channel thing on over here. That's how I know about all this squinching stuff, because
That was
you're
great,
viewing
that
it from a
programme.
different angle. You have to stretch the image out depending on where the ride vehicle is. You don't think
Yeah.
of anything as simple. You don't think that it would be that complicated.
But obviously,
Yeah,
it
there was
is.
even I think there was a YouTube video as well about the ride and talking about all this and how they figured out how to.
It's probably the
show
same one.
Maybe it's old video, right?
Oh yeah, from comfortably 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Probably filmed
Okay.
it when the park first
The one that
opened.
showed like the scoop and all the prototypes of the scoop and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because the scoop's a weird one. I think if you go through, I nearly put it in the show notes, but I didn't. If you go through the ride itself, the vehicle is referred to in some of the Q videos as the Spider, Spyder,
Yeah.
and I have Googled the hell out of it and cannot find any reference to Spider at all, yet they refer to it as a scoop in anything sort of major to do with the ride, which is weird.
Yes, it is.
Very weird.
Scott Trowbridge is someone I want to get on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
I've already got someone lined up who worked on Islands of Adventure at Marvel Superhero Island. Scott Trowbridge is someone I am desperate to get on because he was the main guy really behind Islands of Adventure. I have a few contacts, but anyway.
Nice. Well, let's move on to the queue and ride experience itself. Once you enter the building, you are entering the Daily Bugle. Guests are shown a video in which the company's good reputation is touted, and a new news gathering vehicle, the Scoop, is introduced.
After walking through the empty office, guests are shown a live video feed of news coverage. 5 supervillains led by Dr. Octopus have laid siege to the city by an experimental anti-gravity cannon created by Dr. Octopus himself. The Syndicate steals the Statue of Liberty and threatens to destroy it if the city does not surrender to them.
As guests walk through the empty offices of the Bugle, it becomes apparent that all the reporters have fled, leaving the Bugle's editor-in-chief, J. Jonah Jameson, with no choice but to send the tourists to go cover the story using the Bugle's new Scoop vehicle.
You're telling me he had no other choice than sending tourists out?
Like he couldn't just go himself.
Lazy sod!
How did you become the boss in the first place?
Mind you, if I worked in an office that served up grey donuts,
I knew you were going to say that.
I'd leave as well.
Oh yeah,
After
sounds pretty nasty too.
After donning night vision goggles, the guests get in the Scoop. I'll leave out because they've added in now there's the photo of the Spider-Man in the queue, isn't there?
Oh yeah, that's cool.
And the extended queue that I didn't put in, which we've only ever been through once.
Yeah.
Actually, Darren, I think you may have been with us.
Kind of rings a bell. Somebody
The
was.
dark room.
No, you go outside and round the back where the statue of J.
Oh,
Jonah
yeah.
Jameson is.
Yes. And I've also been back there because they've used it for like the Harry Potter stuff, the
All right.
stage next door.
I don't know why
They've
they-
used it as the holding area for the crowd.
Because it's weird, that statue there is pretty cool, and yet, as a rule, you don't see it because it's behind a wall if you're walking through Marvel Superhero Island.
Yeah, it's a big fence that they could have open, I think.
Yep.
Like
Just
they could have
make
that
it like
open
a
to
seating
show it at
area,
least.
yeah.
But yeah.
So after donning night vision goggles, the guests get in the Scoop and leave the loading docks to a Manhattan back alley where they encounter Spider-Man.
Hey, you shouldn't be out here. With Doc Ock on the loose, this could be the most dangerous night of my life. And yours. Be careful. Nice shades.
Nice.
Awesome.
In this scene, a series of synchronized effects are used to simulate Spider-Man jumping on the Scoop. Arguably, the best effect is a physical ladder that Spidey jumps onto on the left of the screen.
I love that.
Yeah, it's so
Oh,
cool.
we talk about it so many times. I think I rode that thing about 15 times before I realised the ladder's an actual
Yeah.
ladder.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
And nearly missing a trash truck driven by, spoiler, Stan Lee. The guests enter a warehouse where the sinister syndicate are holding the Statue of Liberty hostage.
Once spotted, Electro, Scream and Doc Ock attack and hurl the scoop into the sewer where Spider-Man is waiting. After he fends off Hydro Man, and you get splattered by water because it's a Universal attraction, so why wouldn't you? And obviously Doc Ock himself there. The guests escape narrowly to the river where Hobgoblin attacks with his pumpkin bombs and sends guests into the streets.
Trick or treat, smell my feet, time to blow you off the street.
In the ride's climax, Dr. Octopus lifts the scoop up to a height of 400 feet using the anti-gravity cannon. A number of synchronized effects help achieve this without the vehicle leaving the ground. These include a movable building set, lighting cues, simulator movements, projections, and wind effects.
That effect of when you got shot by the anti-gravity cannon is stunning.
Uh-huh.
You appreciate it so much more if you do that part of the attraction when everything goes down.
Oh, yeah. That time we rode it virtually.
So
lights on,
basically
it
the
was amazing.
projection and the lights go off and you just get blasted with wind, the buildings themselves move, and you realise how simple that whole effect is, but how
But the
it
vehicle
really
tilts as well.
fools your brain into feeling like you are actually moving up.
Mm-hmm.
It's very clever.
It is.
Yeah.
I've ridden this for. I know I always have. I give people loads of crap, don't I? They always say I prefer Transformers, but I can't wait to ride Spider-Man again.
Yeah.
Spider-Man attempts to pull the scoop down, but is attacked by all the supervillains. Spider-Man thwarts them, but not before Doc Ock disengages the anti-gravity device, sending the scoop on a simulated free fall until it's rescued by Spider-Man's webbing right above the ground. And another Stan Lee cameo. Spider-Man manages to capture all of the supervillains by tying them with webs.
Guess that wraps things up. You guys did all right. Don't give up your day job. Say cheese. See you later.
Why is there no photo? Why is there no
I know.
photo op in this ride?
Oddest thing in the world.
Yep.
It's there. It's literally there.
It was obviously set up for it, but they didn't use it.
Crazy.
I don't get it.
Nope.
Probably because, like all the other rides that are like this, where they actually put photo ops in, it's just weird.
Yeah, but
Just have a-
people want them, don't they?
I guess, but man, I guess the say cheese one makes more sense.
Yeah.
Like because Spider-Man pulls out a camera and does it, so that one makes more sense for them to actually offer it.
Yep.
But the other ones where you're just like sitting in a ride vehicle and like looking blankly out into space,
Yeah.
because you don't even know that there is a photo op coming
No.
or where the camera is. Those ones are terrible to me. Like Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm
But
looking at you.
But that's how the picture is on this ride, though. It's at the worst spot.
Yeah, it's not where it should be.
Yeah, like every one I have of that ride, everybody in the pictures is looking off at something. Right
I
now.
know, it's
Nobody's even
awful.
looking forward.
Yes.
It's like the Forbidden Journey one's probably at about the best spot. I can't remember where it is exactly, but I know we've got a picture with the kids on, and Jade's got her head down, covering her face, and Raymond's got his hands over his eyes.
Yeah.
To be honest, the best photo op in the park, even it's not as good as it used to be, is Men in Black.
Yeah.
But I remember the first time we came over, they used to put your scores on,
Yeah.
and that's the reason we bought. We have the picture upstairs of one of our first rides on it, and because I think we got like 500 and odd each. That's why we bought the picture, but they don't put the scores on it anymore now.
Oh yeah.
That's a bummer.
No,
Well,
you just
Can they? I think they can, but you have to like know what your score is, and they just put it on there for you.
all right.
Like it does not. It's not stuck to with the system, but like if you tell them what you want to put on there, they can.
Okay.
Oh, 999,999.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
So yeah, as the vehicle pulls into the unload station, Spider-Man thanks the guests for their help and sends them back to the Daily Bugle, where he has rigged the anti-gravity cannon to lift Jonah Jameson up to the ceiling in his office, which you see as like a cool little projection-y thing
Yeah.
in the window, which is
It's
awesome.
all glowing green.
That confused me.
What?
Yeah, that one was a confusing scene.
Yeah, like for a while, like I just didn't understand what was happening.
All
Yeah.
right.
So it's just like this green ghost thing. It's like showing up.
Why is there a ghost here?
Yeah.
It's funny when you look at Spider-Man now, you know, they've announced, is it out in California or is it Disneyland Paris that they're building a Spider-Man ride? I can't remember which. It might be
No
both. It doesn't matter what attraction Disney build in either of those parks. This is whatever it is going to be compared to this attraction. And the fact that it's 20 years old this year.
Yeah.
It's past its 20 years. Yeah. And people still talk about it in like the top theme park attractions in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely revolutionary.
Yep.
For its time, and still holds up very well. I'd say like the only ride that's really surpassed it in like technology and ride quality and everything is Forbidden Journey.
Yes.
For me. That's like
true.
the one thing that's above it. But other than that, like the amount of action that you get along with it, like you said, the perspective, when you're floating up to the top of the buildings, when you're falling as well, it just like really legitimately feels like it somehow, which it doesn't make any sense. Like, you know, you're falling sideways. You should be falling out of the vehicle, but it still feels realistic.
Yeah.
And it's just really cool. I definitely dig it.
The other thing I think that's really cool about the ride, it's more of like a nerdy thing on ride design, is just how much they're able to get inside of this ride in the footprint they do have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's such a small space compared to what you think it should be. And because they use, little tricks here and there, but it still feels like it should take a lot bigger spot than where it's at.
Yeah.
So I know, again, like I said earlier, I have the argument with people, and I'll stand by it. I think Spider-Man is the better ride, but I enjoy Transformers more. I think Transformers is more of an adrenaline rush, but I think overall as an attraction, Spider-Man is a better attraction because it has more of those physical effects that Transformers doesn't really have as much. Like, I think there's a one point where Doc Ock's shooting you with an anti-gravity gun and he hits like a box, and the box obviously it's on like an arm on the wall, but the box lifts up.
Yeah.
Just daft little bits like that. I love the bit when he comes bursting through the wall with the heat things coming out of it. I mean, I remember going in 2009 when it was bloody freezing outside and we went on that ride just to get warm.
Nice.
Because it was like 58 degrees. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, that and the Mummy. But it just, again, like the Hobgoblin bit, when he throws a pumpkin and Spider-Man shoots his web at it and takes it up so it hits the side of the bridge, but then you get an actual fire jet as it explodes out the other side. It's little things like that. I think you see it, but it doesn't, you don't really acknowledge it. You just think, oh, it's cool because it is what it is. But then when you actually boil it down to what it is, you go, that is so cool.
Yeah.
To time that perfection with the screen and an actual fire blast. It's just...
And I never saw the screens as an issue. Like on this ride, it was like never like, oh man, this is a screen ride.
Yeah.
Because it's comics. Like, it's like on a page, it's animated to begin with. So of course it's going to be on a screen, and that's completely reasonable. And like you said, the parts that they do to kind of skew the line between those two, between the screen and reality is very effective. So
yeah, they use a lot of physical props there.
Yeah, I think like you said, Darren, Forbidden Journey is that natural progression from it, really. It takes what they learned from that, and the only difference is obviously Forbidden Journey is not 3D, even though they tried it out in Hollywood and it didn't last very long, so obviously it didn't work. But I think Forbidden Journey is that natural progression from it.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm really excited to ride it again now.
Uh-huh.
It feels
I've always
like
been excited to ride it.
Like it was Thomas Wagner when we bumped into him. Was it last time we were there? And he was staying at the Royal Pacific, and we bumped into him at no, it might have been 2013. It was because he was hanging around Bruce the Shark. And he got up that morning. He was on his own, and he'd ridden Spider-Man like 14 times in like half an hour or something ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's what I want to do. I've never done a ride back to back to back to back to back more than about 9 times. I don't think.
No. So either. Well, Men in Black is probably the closest I've done to that, probably like 10 times.
Funny enough, that was what we did our 9 times in a row.
Yeah. Yeah. And then also when I did my the VIP tour that I did at Universal, one of the things that we did, we got to go to the maintenance bay for Spider-Man and see
Awesome.
the ride vehicle, and they put it on a demo where it just sits in one position on a track, but it does all the actions that it does during the ride.
wow.
And he has it, and they just have that running while they tell you about the ride and everything. But it's just crazy to see like how much like force that thing can take, like the fact that it's spinning around and it's still moving around on like moving back and forth on
Yeah.
a rail while it does it. It's amazing that the whole thing just doesn't rip apart. I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's like when you think about the bit when Electro jumps on the front and shoves the like electric cable in the front of it, and you feel the whole thing like judder, like it's being electrocuted. You think how much stress that's going to put on that vehicle.
True.
Yeah, and when you see that, and when Spider-Man jumps on it as well, it's like it's such a hard pull down that it does. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And given that, it still doesn't go down that often. At least
Yeah.
not-
No.
not a-
That's
like
very
a really
true.
reliable ride.
True.
It's going down for a
Yeah.
week in October now, I've said that.
If it does, I'm killing somebody.
I'll tell you, if those ride vehicles become sentient, we're in big trouble.
This is true.
My one complaint over Spider-Man, and I've said it before, I think the facade's very nondescript.
Yeah. For what it could be, yes.
Yeah,
you could
I've
miss it.
said before that I used to work with a girl, and we were talking about Islands of Adventure, and she'd been, and she didn't even know it was there. And I thought, well, you're an idiot for a start, because why you not doing your research before, and why would you walk into a park not knowing what rides are there?
You can pick up a map.
Yeah, exactly. But she said they must have walked past it and she didn't even realise it was there. And it's like, it's not that nondescript, but she was an idiot.
Yeah. It's kind of like in its little like cubby there. Like
Yeah.
the way, but it's got a big Spider-Man.
It has,
Yeah.
but does it even say does it have like the name of the attraction over the entrance? I don't actually
Yeah.
know.
I think it says.
Yeah.
Yep. Really big.
Yeah, it really does. It's freaking massive.
Uh,
Yeah,
Amazing
you can't miss
Adventures of
that, can you?
Spider-Man.
It literally says Spider-Man in like 30-foot high yellow letters.
Yeah, or open the spider should have told you.
Yeah, I take it. But it's still, it's not like the Hulk. I suppose you can't really hide
Well,
that, can you?
Yeah, but no, when you're there and you're walking through with all the other big signs and
True.
pictures they have, it blends in with everything else. It really does.
When you look at the size of the Wolverine that's across the street from it.
Yes, it has as much like it has as much going on in the front of it as the Fantastic Four diner and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like those kind of things like have the same kind of decoration on the front, so you can easily mistake it for like a gift shop or something.
Yeah. Which is weird.
It is.
But then we said the same about Dragon Challenge when they changed from Dueling Dragons to Dragon Challenge, how nondescript the
Oh,
entrance to
absolutely.
that thing was.
That is walk past it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind
but
of
I
thing.
like that. I like that at a theme park though, like a small entrance to something and then turns into something big, you know.
Yeah. Well, look at Diagon Alley. When they opened Diagon Alley, they hid it that much behind that London facade that they had to have people positioned out in the front of it telling people Diagon Alley's this way.
Still
Because
do,
people
yeah.
went, where is it? I mean,
But that all
We had-
goes
I remember
against
when-
everything. It's supposed to be hidden from the Muggle world.
I know, but come on. Seriously, people. Why would you
Yeah.
not know that that's where it is?
Well, we had troubles leaving when we first went there.
What?
Yeah, I swear to
I
you, like
understand that.
we literally could not figure out. Obviously, like the cracks in the walls, but we just kind of were looping it. Like, where the hell's the exit on this thing?
Yeah, because if you're looking from like the main strip where you're walking around in a
You don't
circle,
see it.
you don't even exactly. It's like blends in all together.
True.
I'm
You just look
like,
over
I
and
just
you're like,
don't
what
leave.
the heck? Yeah. That's funny. Well, they don't want you to leave. They want you to spend some more money.
Yeah.
Like, oh, gosh, we've been walking for hours. Let's get another butterbeer.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
True.
But yeah, I love Spider-Man so much. Like I say, I know I always say I prefer Transformers, but I think it'd be interesting to see what happens in the future, like what the future does hold for it.
Yeah.
Because it's Marvel contract, it's got to come to a head at some point.
I would like to see. I mean, if they do keep the Marvel contract and they keep everything going, I know they're not allowed to change too much about what they have, but if they could incorporate something from Into the Spider-Verse into it, because
Still
I
have
don't
to
know if
see
you,
that.
oh, it is awesome.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, I really want
Yeah.
to see it.
the animation style, the story, everything about it, all the different Spider-Man that you can put in there, because you've got all ones from the different dimensions.
Yeah.
That you could add and incorporate in that would be awesome. But I don't know if they're able to do that, unfortunately.
Probably not. And for the evil mouse overlord, won't let them do too much with it.
Yeah.
That is true.
Like I say, I really want to get someone on the show who at least had a finger in making this attraction. I know I briefly talked to Adam Bizarre when I did the rides that made with him, and he worked a little bit on it. But I know I talked with him about putting me in touch with a few people, so hopefully we can get someone on and really delve into this attraction a little bit more, because to hear it from the perspective of someone who actually created what, like I say, 20 years later, still one of the greatest theme parks in the world, and how they still feel about that attraction would actually be quite interesting. You can imagine building something 20 years ago that people are still talking about with such passion now is crazy. How many theme park attractions last... Like, this is Universal's Pirates of the Caribbean at this point, really, isn't it?
Yeah. It is.
I think people will talk about it more than they talk about E.T., which is like the classic attraction in the other park. Will we see the Amazing Adventures of Spider? Will it ever reach that classic status where it's been around for 20, well, obviously it is at this point, but like 30 or 40 years? Will it ever last that long?
I think with the licensing,
I think that's going to be the only thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Otherwise, I could have. Yeah.
Fortunate though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be down to Universal if it does go.
No.
Because I think, I know from having conversations with Alicia, as far as them pumping any money into Islands of Adventure at this point, I think once we see the Raptor coaster opening Islands of Adventure, I don't think you'll see anything else come. I think the focus for the parks at that point will be down on the new park.
Yeah.
So I think Islands of Adventure is what Islands of Adventure is going to be for the foreseeable future. So I'd say it's probably still got another 10 years easily.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully. Yeah. Right. Well, I guess that's kind of done it. So I'll wrap up the show. Do not forget, UUOP, the Weekender tickets are still available. To get yours, head over to uuoptheweekender.eventbrite.com. And also, if you head into the... which page is it? Has the Weekender's got its own page?
It's the event tab on the Facebook page.
There you
and the
go.
Weekend's there.
There are also event t-shirts, which are awesome.
Yes.
And we'll all be wearing them. It'd be great if we could all be a big group, all wearing them together. And it's being created by the lovely Ian Kaufman, who has worked really hard on them. From Rustwood Apparel. His stuff's brilliant.
Yes, if you do come to the Weekender as well, Chris Lepresto, who's coming, is also working on something. I don't know whether he's going to get one for everyone at this point, because they're taking a bit longer than he thought, but what he is creating for the event are so awesome.
Yes. So we're going to end with another Universal Is from Nicole Majkowski. And if you want to be involved, just send us your answer to what Universal is to you in 3 words or less, and send it to podcast@uuopodcast.com. And Nicole says, Universal is home sweet home. See you next week.
Cut, print. That's a wrap for another episode of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Never miss a show by subscribing on Apple Podcasts and leave us a rating and review while you're there. Not an Apple user? You can listen on Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, or your podcatcher of choice. Email us any questions or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Instagram, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. Keep up with the latest news, rumors, and updates on our blog at uuopodcast.com. Thanks for listening. See you next week.